In the final months of the 2024 campaign, Donald Trump and his allies have emphasized a lot of divisive and demonizing rhetoric. And you might have seen how they brought it to Madison Square Garden for one of his final rallies before Election Day.
There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
The whole fucking party, a bunch of degenerates.
Kamala Harris, she got 85 million votes because she's just so impressive. As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president, it was just a groundswell of popular support.
She is the devil, whoever screamed that out. She is the Antichrist.
She's a fake, a fraud, she's a pretender. Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country.
When I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy. Becomes a sound, oh, how can he say? No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within.
But there's more to this than Trump just using fear and racism to fire up his base. For several months, law enforcement and national security sources have told me that Trump's rhetoric could incite violence among his extremist supporters. There's a key tactic to this. Trump has kept a nonstop focus on false conspiracy theories, including blaming Democrats for the attempt on his life and ranting about migrants invading and conquering America. Look through all of his rambling speeches and you'll see a clear pattern. With the assassination attempts,
remember the words I use? They are a threat. I think I got shot because of that. I probably took a bullet to the head because of the things that they say about me.
And with Trump and his allies stoking fear and anger about a so-called migrant invasion.
She let our American sons and daughters be raped and murdered at the hands of vicious monsters. They're conquering your communities. I will liberate Wisconsin from this mass migrant invasion of murderers, rapists, hoodlums, drug dealers, thugs. These are stone cold killers. They'll walk into your kitchen, they'll cut your throat. She's turning beautiful small towns into third world dumping grounds. She's letting vicious gangs take over whole communities.
Trump also used the crisis from Hurricane Helene to amplify these lies.
They stole the FEMA money just like they stole it from a bank so they could give it to their illegal immigrants that they want to have vote for them. But look, a lot of the money is gone. They've spent it on illegal migrants. And the Harris-Biden administration says they don't have any money because they spent it all on illegal migrants.
These are desperate hours in the storm zone tonight, now 4 days after making landfall in Florida. The aftermath of Hurricane Helene still inflicting maximum pain on communities in North Carolina.
Let's go to North Carolina, where a man is facing charges for allegedly threatening to harm FEMA workers. Now, according to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, William Jacob Parsons was carrying a handgun and a rifle.
Even after that arrest, Trump kept pouring fuel on the fire.
They haven't even responded in North Carolina. They haven't even responded. There's nobody. They don't see any FEMA. You know why? They spent their money on bringing in illegal migrants.
And like with the 2020 election, Trump is tying all of this into a grand conspiracy theory, alleging that the election will be stolen from him.
I never really talked about the third reason because it's so sinister, but they want to sign these people up to vote. And if they do that, this country is destroyed. We become a dumping ground for the entire world, and we're not going to take it anymore.
Law enforcement sources told me that Trump's extreme rhetoric has shown up in multiple cases of people threatening violence. The Department of Homeland Security has also warned of a heightened risk for violence through the election.
The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are warning in this new intelligence bulletin of the heightened risk of lone wolf attacks by domestic extremists motivated by election-related conspiracy theories, including beliefs in widespread voter fraud and their hatred of their political opponents.
We've been reporting for years on violent far-right extremism and Trump's tactics of incitement, which have reached new extremes in the 2024 election. You can find all of our investigations and reporting on this at motherjones.com.